Have you ever noticed how reacting doesn't only happen on the outside? Sometimes you explode, sometimes you go silent. But both are reactions, and both can be a disservice, one to others and one to yourself. I'm Luan, and welcome back to Uncover Your Authenticity. Today we're going to explore something people rarely talk about, how an outward reaction harms the relationship, and how an inward reaction harms you. When we react outwardly, snapping, raising our voice, shutting someone down, rolling our eyes, or speaking from our hurt instead of our clarity, we're not responding from our authentic self. We're responding from our wounds, our old patterns, our defenses, or our need to protect our ego. Outward reactions impose our inner chaos onto another person. They distort the moment. They shut the other person down. And they actually create a conflict that didn't need to exist. And here's the thing. Outward reactions are really just our pain leaking out. Now let's talk about the reaction nobody sees, the one happening inside you. This is a reaction people think is calm. You're quiet, you're composed, you're not making a scene. But inside, your chest tightens, your stomach sinks, you shut down, you swallow your truth, you don't speak, you don't express what you feel, and you don't clarify your boundaries. On top of that, you tell yourself, it's not worth it, it's fine, I don't want conflict. I don't want to bother anyone. But that's still a reaction, a silent one, but a painful one. An inner reaction is a disservice to yourself because you abandon your own voice. It's self-silencing, it's self-betrayal, and it's the illusion of peace at the cost of your inner truth. People think they're being the bigger person, but they're actually just internalizing the conflict instead of resolving it. There's another important truth about going silent. It's not only a disservice to ourselves, but it leaves the other person completely in the dark. When we shut down and retreat into silence, we might think we're avoiding conflict, but we're also withholding the very thing that helps relationships grow. Information. Communication is a gift. It's how we let someone know what's happening inside us. It's how we give them a chance to understand us, to meet us, and to work with us. And when we go silent, we remove that possibility. The other person has nothing to work with. They don't know if we're hurt, angry, confused, overwhelmed, or simply shutting down. They're left guessing. They're left interpreting our silence. And they're left trying to navigate a void. Without communication, they become just as incapacitated as we are internally. So yes, inward reactivity harms us because we abandon our own voice. But it can also unintentionally harm the relationship because we're withholding the clarity the other person needs in order to show up with us. Authenticity is not just self-honoring, it's relational. It gives life to the space between two people. There's another side to this conversation, and it's also important. Sometimes the highest expression of authenticity is not engaging. Not because you're suppressing yourself, not because you're shutting down, not because you're afraid of conflict. It's because you've grown past the need to be right. There are people, and we all know at least one, who thrive on arguing, who turn every disagreement into a battle, who pull you into a dynamic where the goal isn't understanding, it's winning. And in those moments, expressing every truth isn't always the most conscious choice. Sometimes peace is the wiser path. Not the peace of collapsing, not the peace of disappearing, not the peace of swallowing your voice, but the peace that comes from a relaxed knowing inside you. I don't need to participate in this. I don't need to defend myself. I don't need to prove anything right now. This argument doesn't determine my worth or my clarity. This kind of peace is not an inward reaction. It's not an internal chaos pretending to be calm. It's a grounded decision to keep your inner space clean. Choosing peace from this place is actually a form of strength. It's emotional maturity. It's the embodiment of someone who no longer needs validation or dominance to feel aligned. You're not avoiding the moment, you're transcending it. Because sometimes the most powerful truth you can speak is silence rooted in self-awareness, not silence rooted in self-betrayal. And when you let someone be right in their own mind, not sarcastically, not resentfully, but with genuine inner ease, you protect your energy, your clarity, and your authenticity. That's not weakness. That's evolution. I talk a lot about authenticity. What it is, what it sounds like, how it feels, how it moves through us. But there's a part of authenticity that most people overlook, and it's one of the most important pieces. Authenticity includes choosing what's in our highest good. A lot of people think that being authentic means saying everything you feel exactly when you feel it, no matter what. But authenticity is not impulsive. It's not emotional dumping. It's not transparency without wisdom. True authenticity carries discernment. Sometimes your highest good is expressing your truth clearly. Sometimes your highest good is setting a boundary. And sometimes, especially in emotionally unsafe or volatile situations, your highest good is choosing silence, stepping away, or not engaging at all. Not from fear, not from collapse, but from consciousness. For example, if someone's argumentative, aggressive, or looking to escalate, blurting out your truth may not serve you. Telling them, "I'm really angry right now," or "I feel uncomfortable with you," might actually intensify the situation. And in that moment, the authentic choice, the choice aligned with your deepest self, may be to stay quiet, not because you're hiding, but because you're protecting your peace and your safety. Authenticity honors your truth. Wisdom honors your highest good. And the two have to work together. Authenticity is not about expressing at any cost. It's about being aligned with yourself in a way that protects you, that nourishes you, that guides you towards the most authentic and skillful action. So yes, authenticity can sound like honesty. It can look like vulnerability, but authenticity can also look like restraint. It can look like choosing peace. It can look like stepping out of a situation before it becomes something harmful. Because when you choose your highest good, you're still choosing from a place of truth, just a deeper truth than the surface emotion of the moment. This is a part of authenticity that brings self-respect, self-protection, and self-honoring into the picture. Without that, authenticity is incomplete. If you've ever shut down silently or reacted loudly, you're not alone. Both are human. Both are understandable. But both are openings or invitations to grow into a more authentic expression of yourself. When you catch the reaction and bring consciousness into the moment, you don't lose yourself. You actually find yourself. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who you know truly wants to be more authentic. Let's keep uncovering our authenticity one moment at a time. See you next time.